Hi, I just realized I have not stuck my nose in a lilac yet this year. Insane. So I'm outside and it feels so good out here, which has not been true so much where I live. It's been very cold and there's been some rain. So, I want to talk to you about what happens when you're in a negative feeling state. And part of what I preach, which I learned from Abraham, is prioritize feeling good and set yourself up to feel good each day, to start the day feeling good, to let go of the day so that you drop into unconsciousness at bedtime feeling good, trusting that tomorrow, all things new, all things possible. So sometimes things feel bad. And sometimes it just starts a little edge of something. And what I used to do was run with that and think about that and talk to myself about that and talk to others about that, so that I just built momentum toward feeling bad. Maybe you're familiar. So I have learned, again, thanks to Abraham-Hicks, how to very quickly tune into the bad feeling and point myself toward what feels better. Sometimes Abraham puts it, reach for a better feeling thought. And Abraham does these cool things, which you can look up on YouTube. Just in the search bar, type in the words Abraham-Hicks rampage. And Abraham has tons of rampages where basically they just go on and on, stringing one thought after another on a certain topic or theme to support a string of thoughts, momentum, in thoughts that feel good, that point you toward what you want to believe, how you want to feel. So let's say you are feeling a little something and it doesn't feel good, and what you might do is say to yourself, I'm always also inviting people out of what I think of as the tyranny of gratitude. And you might just use the word I love and point yourself toward focusing on what you love, what you care about, what actually does feel good without having to muster up some good feeling. You're just actually being with the truth of what you love. And you can feel neutral. You can even start out feeling bad. You can even stay feeling bad. But you're consciously choosing your focus. So here's how it might go. I love being alive, and I want to be alive even when it doesn't feel so great. And I love my coffee, and I love springtime, and I love that the lilacs are in bloom right now, and I love the felt experience of sniffing a lilac, and I love that right now my kids are okay, and I love that the sky is blue, and I love that I really looked at a blue jay today and I really took in the different colors and the beautiful shapes of that stunning bird that it's easy to take for granted because it's ubiquitous here. And I love that the universe responds to me through symbols like the animals I see. And I love that my clothes are on the line right now instead of in a dryer. And I love living a simple life. And I love that I feel the ground under my feet and it's stable right now. And I love that I don't need to figure out where my next rent payment is coming from. And I love that my life is meaningful, that I know what I care about. And I love that that I have air to breathe, that I have water to drink. And on a rainy day, I might say, I love that I'm not in a place of drought. And I love that the rain makes things smell good. And I love that I'm willing to be a cat bristling against wetness and find a cozy space indoors to just inhabit and be in. And I love the next cup of tea. And I love that things crawl on my skin sometimes and remind me that this earth I live in is full of life. And I love that everything is full of new possibility. I love that every day I can declare and believe, today all things new, all things possible. And I love that there are other people in my world and that I encounter them. And I love meeting every face as the face of God. And I love feeling into the invitation from this face of God, because I really get that they don't get to just name my agenda. And that sometimes the face of God is the one to say no to or draw a boundary with. But so many times if I drop in and just look and feel and breathe, there's a gift for me from this face of God. And I love that messages come in to distract me when I'm doing a Facebook Live, because things are always happening and I don't necessarily choose all that happens, and I get to respond to all of it, and I get to find the invitations, and I get to live this life, and I ain't dead yet. And I get to feel good just right now because I've been feeling not so good. And I love that I get to meet that too and align with slow motion when life invites me to that, and align with letting go when life invites me to that. And I love letting go, and I love alignment, and I love finding the flow and the ease, and I love effortlessness, and I love allowing it, and I fucking love lilacs, and I'm going to smell them again when I'm done. And I love that life is good, and that doesn't mean I have to feel good every second, but I get to choose my focus. I love that.